What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video guys, I have three main news. I will show you an update from Scott Trott in regards to his RICO lawsuit. And I have to say that he discloses even more details and he showed his point of view on a bigger picture on this case. Then I will show you the reaction, or I would say lack of reaction from some of Congress members to our case, and I will show you that they had to react. Unfortunately, we have this type of reactions all across the board. And at the end of this video, I will show you some update in regards to the DJT case and in regards to the potential illegal activity that is also surrounding this company as well. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section for whatever reasons you want. And let's get straight into the news. So, Scott Trott posted this tweet just 2 days ago on July 19th, and by the way, I didn't make a video yesterday and I was quite busy. That is why I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I also have to have some kind of day offs. So let's start with this tweet. He wrote, "Torpedoes away. Happy Friday, MMTLP savages. Brand X is going to have a bad hair day on Monday. First amended complaint salved out in a broadside fashion. Now we do our homework and dig in for the counter battery in 21 days. But we own the beach now, folks. I'll post the First Amendment complaint after I get home from hosting a few tinnies at the Crossroads in South Royalton, Vermont. I think a Guinness is in order. And to borrow one of the greatest lines ever spoken by a leader, the Battle of France is over. The Battle of Britain just begun." And he published the picture of several letters that is the official letters that is related to his lawsuit. And let me show you some comments that is related to this tweet. Bradley DeVore wrote, "MMTLP was a scam. Even CEOs never tried to sell assets, and Maccabi dumped 6.7 million shares on MMTLP community." Another person wrote, "We know what you believe, but we are looking for the facts, and you ain't got them. We want the share count." And Bradley DeVore also wrote this. "These are the facts." And this is the letter. It is not the letter, it is the screenshot from the lawsuit that was filed against MMAT, George Palikaros, and John Burda. And here is the screenshot of the 29th bullet point. During the call, Palikaros claimed that Torchlight was speaking to the right potential buyers, and that those buyers were top tier, when in fact Torchlight had not identified any potential buyers, and Palikaros admitted that he had no knowledge of potential buyers or active negotiations. And guys, as I mentioned before, we have basically two completely different cases that are related to one company, and this company is Torchlight Energy, and then it was MMTLP, and for now it is Bridge Hydrocarbons. And guys, one of these cases is a potential pump and dump activity that happened back in days when MMTLP was tradable, and even before, when MMTLP was a TRCH stock. But the completely separate case is the illegal U3 halt right before the ending period of trading sessions on December the 9th that was made illegally by FINRA, and that was not explained in details why they did it, and what should be the next step for the shareholders, because for now no one knows the real share count, the real number of shares of Bridge Hydrocarbons. That is why it is impossible to know the value, the intrinsic value of these stocks because we don't know the number. But Scott Trott wrote this tweet, and I have to say that it is quite clever tweet. Let me quote you this in details. Follow the facts wherever they lead. In my case, the SEC and FINRA are aware and have been aware since 23rd of March of 2023 that TD Ameritrade, now owned by Schwab, broker Ron Fleming admitted on a record line that MMTLP was trading at 100x in the pools, and that there was no way that the price bore any relationship to the value of MMTLP, and that they needed to stop trading to protect ourselves. And this is the direct speech: to protect ourselves. Why hasn't the SEC or FINRA subpoenaed those recordings? Why won't Schwab produce nor even play them back for me for stenographic transcription? This call took place on March 20, 2023. The entire so-called extraordinary event narrative from FINRA was truly that they created the chaos they then used to falsely justify the reason for the U3 nuke. So they have yours truly broadcasting that TD Ameritrade admitted all this in 2023. Yet they move on Polycars and Burda in 2024 when the damage is done and MMTLP has been vaporized in a U3 halt. Maybe those two guys were behaving like low-rent mafiosi, I don't know. But seriously, why would the SEC wait until 2024 if they had evidence of market manipulation? And guys, this is the crucial question. Why they are waiting so long? And it doesn't make sense, in my opinion. It is just a part of their defense line when they are trying to use any possible cases or any possible opportunities for them to protect themselves. So, let me quote you further. Kind of like letting the whole world drives through your crime scene and with all the gifts surrounding MMTLP, with just the 8 broker-dealers we know being oversold on average at 5x. They put the focus on those poor slopes and don't even look at the 35 indicators that Ari's boy Murphy uses with the algos to set the price. And then there is this. Murphy admitting they don't let the market determine the price. They follow the market as needed to control the price. This is market maker admitting to manipulation, but they get a pass, nothing to see here, right, SEC? And here is the screenshot that proves his words. It is the part of his lawsuit. Let me quote it for you. Murphy's role here is similar to that of a lifeguard, monitoring share prices throughout the day and jumping in when something goes awry. For the 1200 securities GTS manages, he uses the algos to dive in and decide how much of the firm's capital to quote up when it looks like stock will swing dramatically away from its fair value. That job is particularly important at the end of the trading day as volume spikes. Orders to buy and sell a stock sometimes get out of whack, as they have for Alibaba. On this particular day, it falls to Murphy to sell more than 150,000 Alibaba shares and outlay in excess of $14 million to bring the stock to a smooth close. And guys, we have a lot of evidence for other ticker symbols, as you can see here. And this means not only MMTLP community is involved in this battle, but I think pretty much every other ticker symbol on the market is inside this system. That is why we have to unite not only in our case, but with other cases as well. And this should definitely help us to win this battle. So, let me show you another quite interesting update, at this time from RareDD. He wrote this tweet in response to Scott Trott update that he basically filed First Amendment complaint. And RareDD wrote, now there is a RICO lawsuit against R. Rubenstein of GTS Securities, Charles Schwab, FINRA, SEC, and Gary Gensler related to MMTLP. Shouldn't Ralph Norman be treating these defendants as though they were guilty in the same way he did when the SEC files charges unrelated to MMTLP against John Burda and George Palikaras. Just saying. And guys, definitely, why Representative Ralph Norman and Pete Sessions are keeping quiet in regards to this case right after all these actions happen. And I have to say that he's still, Representative Ralph Norman still keeps silence, and Pete Sessions didn't add any additional information in regards to our case as well. And this is at least suspicious, because Ralph Norman wrote a letter he wrote this letter on June the 5th of this year, and he set a deadline for Gary Gensler to make a response in regard to MMTLP case by June 15th. And right after that, SEC published their lawsuit when they charged Palikaras, John Burda and MMAT for the illegal activity. But guys, these two cases are not related one to another. This case is not showing the reason of the usury halt, and this case is not made for the relief of MMTLP shareholders to receive some compensations for their own position. And this is extremely suspicious. That is why we still have to investigate this case as well. On top of that, guys, take a look right here. Another case that is related to MMTLP case is definitely DJT case. And Kristen Shaughnessy published this tweet and she added this interview that was made on July 20th. And David Nunes spoke to John Solomon, and here is this podcast. So let me quote it for you. Direct speech. Eventually they will stop doing this, but we are going to keep investigating. Truth Social David Nunes and Rumble founder Chris Pavlovsky on their fight against naked shorts, counterfeit shares. Nunes. It's legal to short, that's not a problem. People can short stocks all the time, and we get it. A lot of people don't like Donald Trump. They want to bet against our stock. Fine. There is a legal way to do it. But what's ridiculous is that we show up on this list called the Reg Show Failure to Deliver list, which is created by the SEC. A few weeks ago, we were at 4.5 million shares that weren't delivered in one day. That's just impossible, and this happened day after day after day. Congress is keeping informed. They've been asking questions. We have state attorney generals. Eventually, they will stop doing this, but we are going to keep investigating. We've only been a public company now for not even 4 months. Pavlovsky. And to put that in perspective, just to add a little more color to, that Rumble has been seeing the same thing, and it's like astronomical compared to other companies. I will go and look at GameStop, or I will go and look at these other companies, and you would think that with the volume that they have much more fails to deliver, and you look at Rumble and you see like 1.5 million to 2 million fails to deliver, which is like huge number across the board. It makes no sense, so it's something to really look into. It's concerning. Why is there no transparency around that? Why don't we know? And definitely the only question is, why don't all the authorities want to disclose this information? It doesn't make sense, because if they do it, it will definitely solve a lot of problems, and it will answer to a lot of questions. If everything is okay, then nothing to worry about this, and all these so-called rumors about naked short activity is not more than just rumors, and it doesn't have any type of logical sense. But if something is wrong with the share count, and we know, guys, we know from the multiple sources, like the shares sold and not yet purchased from the major market makers. And we know that this number is growing rapidly from one quarter to another, and no one can stop these actions. And that is why, guys, this evidence alone shows that something is wrong with the entire system of US stock market. And definitely it needs to be investigated, and we have to do it by ourselves, with the help of other people, with the help of Congress, or with the help of Donald Trump and Devin Nunes. And I have to say that we have multiple potential paths to the resolution. And for now, at this very moment, guys, no one will tell you which one is the best for the MMTLP community. That is why we have to use any possible path to the resolution, and in this case, we will have even more chances to solve our problem. We are fighting for more than 18 months, and we will continue to fight. That is why, guys, we still have to push this case forward no matter what. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.